Hey, English learners! Welcome back to English You Never Learned.
The podcast where we help you speak English confidently, naturally, and most importantly, clearly. I'm Leo.
And I'm Emma. Today, we're diving into something that many learners struggle with, but is so important for sounding natural: English pronunciation.
Yes, many learners can understand English, read it, and even write it well. But when it comes to speaking, especially pronunciation, it can be a real challenge.
Exactly. And it's not just about speaking more clearly, it's about being understood. Pronunciation affects communication. If people can't understand you, it makes speaking English even harder.
But here's the good news. You don't have to sound like a native speaker. The goal is to speak clearly and confidently so people can understand you. And that's what we'll focus on today.
That's right. In this episode, we're going to give you practical pronunciation tips that will help you improve your accent, especially for those tricky sounds that often confuse learners.
And we're not going to just tell you what to do. We're going to give you concrete exercises and examples so you can practice right away.
So, if you're ready to improve your English pronunciation and sound more natural, keep listening.
But first, quick favor. If this episode helps you, please like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who's working on their English pronunciation.
Especially the friend who always says, "I can't say this word right."
Exactly. Now, Emma, let's get into it. What's the first thing learners should know about improving their pronunciation?
Well, the first thing is that pronunciation is not just about individual words. It's about how sounds work together in sentences and how your mouth moves when you speak.
That's such a great point. Many learners focus on individual words, but when you speak in real conversations, it's all about the flow of sounds.
Yes, and that's why one of the most important things to do is to listen carefully to how native speakers speak.
And it's not just about the words they say, but how they connect sounds, how they stress certain syllables, and how they intonate.
Exactly. And let's talk about one of the most difficult aspects of pronunciation, those difficult sounds that seem to appear in so many words.
Oh yes, sounds like the TH sound, the R sound, and those tricky vowels that don't exist in many other languages.
Let's start with the 3 sound, which is one of the most common pronunciation challenges for learners.
The th sound appears in words like think, through, and that.
The tricky part is that English has 2 types of TH sounds: the voiceless TH, like in think, and the voiced TH, like in this.
Exactly. The voiceless teach is made by blowing air between your teeth without using your vocal cords.
So, to make the voiceless TH sound, you put the tip of your tongue lightly between your teeth and blow air out. Try saying think or thanks.
You should feel the air coming through. It's like a soft, almost hissing sound.
The voiced tie is made the same way, but this time you use your vocal cords. You'll feel a vibration in your throat.
Try saying this or that. You'll notice a slight buzzing sound because of your vocal cords.
A great exercise to practice the sound is to say think and this back to back. Pay attention to how your tongue moves for each sound.
Keep practicing with words like through, thought, there, and that. You can also try sentences like think this through.
Great. Now, let's move on to the next tricky sound, the R sound.
Ah, the R. This one causes problems for many learners, especially for those whose native language doesn't have an R sound like the one in English.
Right. In English, the R sound is made by pulling the tongue back slightly in the mouth. Your tongue should not touch the roof of your mouth, but it should curve slightly.
Yes, it's very different from the R in languages like Spanish, where the tongue touches the roof of the mouth.
For example, try saying red or right. Your tongue should curve back, but not touch the roof of your mouth.
And don't forget about words like car or bird. These are tricky because they often have a strong R sound at the end.
To make it easier, try practicing with words like far, bar, and star. Keep your tongue curved but not touching the roof of your mouth.
A great exercise is to say the R sound in rare and then immediately switch to the R sound in car. This will help you get used to the slight changes in tongue position.
Perfect. Now, let's move on to vowels. English vowels can be tricky, especially because there are so many vowel sounds that aren't found in other languages.
Right. One of the most common mistakes learners make is confusing vowel sounds that are similar but different.
For example, the E sound in words like she and tree, and the I sound in words like sit and bit. They're both made in the mouth, but your tongue is positioned differently.
That's right. The E sound, like in see, is made with your tongue high and towards the front of your mouth.
And the I sound, like in sit, is made with your tongue slightly lower and farther back.
To practice this, try saying see and sit back to back. Feel the difference in how your tongue moves.
It can help to practice with minimal pairs words that only differ in one sound. For example, bit and beat, or ship and sheep.
Perfect. And now, let's talk about schwa, the most common vowel sound in English that many learners don't even know about.
Yes, the schwa sound is It's a very weak sound, often found in unstressed syllables.
You might not even notice it in words like sofa, banana, and problem. The schwa sound is the sound.
The trick with the schwa sound is that it's very relaxed. Your tongue is in a neutral position, and it's used in weak, unstressed syllables.
For example, in the word sofa, the O is pronounced as a schwa, sufa. It sounds like sa, fa.
A great way to practice the schwa is to say words like about, the, and problem. Focus on making the vowels very relaxed and not stressing them too much.
You'll notice that once you get comfortable with the schwa sound, your speech will sound much more natural, like a native speaker.
Absolutely. And now, let's move on to intonation and stress, which are crucial to sounding natural in English.
Intonation is how your voice rises and falls while you speak. It can change the meaning of a sentence. For example, if you say, "You're coming to the party," with a flat tone, it sounds like a statement.
But if you say it with a rising intonation, like, "You're coming to the party," then it sounds like a question.
Right. English uses rising intonation for yes, no questions, and falling intonation for statements.
Another important part of intonation is stress. In English, certain words in a sentence are stressed more than others.
For example, in the sentence, "I'm going to the store to buy some bread," the most stressed words are going, store, and bread.
The unstressed words like I'm, to, and the are said quickly and more softly. This helps your speech sound more rhythmic.
And it's important to practice stress patterns because they help with the natural flow of English. You don't want to stress every word, only the important ones.
So, practice sentences like, I want to go to the movies. Focus on stressing the important words, want, go, and movies.
Now, Emma, let's give our listeners a few pronunciation exercises to help them practice these sounds and tips.
Sure. Here are some exercises you can do every day. Minimal pairs practice. Say pairs of words that only differ in one sound, like sit versus seat or bat versus bet. Tongue twisters. These are great for improving pronunciation. Try saying, she sells seashells by the seashore. Start slow, then increase your speed. Schwa practice. Say words like banana, problem, and sofa. Focus on relaxing the vowels and making the schwa sound. Sentence stress practice. Take a sentence like, I need to make dinner tonight. Practice saying it with the correct stress. I need to make dinner tonight.
And don't forget to record yourself. Listening to your own pronunciation will help you identify areas to improve.
Yes, recording helps you hear what you sound like and adjust your pronunciation as needed.
Now, Emma, one final tip. Don't get discouraged. Pronunciation takes time, and the more you practice, the better you'll get.
Absolutely. Just keep listening, practicing, and using English in real-life situations. Over time, your pronunciation will improve, and you'll sound more natural and confident.
So, to recap, here are the main points for improving your pronunciation. Practice tricky sounds like THR. Learn how to make the schwa sound and use it in everyday words. Focus on intonation and stress. It's key for sounding natural. Use minimal pairs, tongue twisters, and sentence stress exercises every day. Record yourself and listen to your pronunciation.
If you follow these steps, you'll notice a huge improvement in how you sound and how confidently you speak.
If you liked this episode, please like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who wants to improve their pronunciation.
And tell us in the comments what's the hardest sound for you to pronounce in English.
This was English You Never Learned with Emma and Leo.
Until next time, keep practicing, keep speaking, and don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Bye.